In respect to this news that went viral yesterday, that the courts have ordered for my arrest. First things first, the judiciary cannot shut me down. A lot of you don't know, but there's a plot for the judiciary to shut me down. But I will resist it. Instead, I will expose all those people paying money for it. I will expose all of you. All those people forum shopping judges. And all those that are illegal orders. I will expose all of you.
Now, this is a fresh case of defamation you are opening. You are now defaming the judges themselves and accusing them. I hope you can prove in court what you just said.
Because tell me something. How can a man have 6 cases in front of one magistrate?
Perhaps the man has been busy. You have been busy breaking multiple laws. When you go to court, you can ask them this question you are asking now.
One lawyer have 6 cases in front of one magistrate in one day. And on that same day, the judge ordered for my arrest. On that same day. After they told him, because my lawyer told him that this guy is not in Nigeria. My lawyer also told them that I have case in that same court and I have never missed a day. The lawyer told him that. As a matter of fact, I was even in China when they filed for that case. So I'm not around. And you're ordering for my own arrest. And I'm not even around.
I must confess that looks fishy. But who knows?
Not just that. On that same day when they order for my arrest, that was yesterday. Another court in Nyanya, High Court in Nyanya, is also issuing an injunction that I should not talk about Mercy Chinwo and Iziti matter again. Meanwhile, these other magistrates that ordered for my arrest have also issued an injunction that I should not talk about this case.
Notice when VDM does things like this, that is twisting the information. You are not supposed to talk about this case until the case is over. At that part, you are being deceitful to gather up sympathy from Nigerians. It's not just that they say you should not talk about the case. You are not allowed to talk about the case until the case is finished, because you are talking about things and adding more things that you could be sued for. So rather than being in a situation like you complained about where there will be many cases against you, stop talking about the case. Let them finish it in court. Let it be finished in courts. VDM does not talk about this. This is him deceiving and manipulating people.
Now, again, if you go through their case, the affidavit is very scanty. No reasonable person will give an order based on that affidavit, based on that case where they file. And they look the case and I'm like, what's going on here?
So you are saying that the judge is not a reasonable person. The whole courts and all the lawyers, all of them are not reasonable people. Wow, you are very strong. You are digging a deeper ditch for yourself.
Not just that, this ex parte that you people pass, this ex parte order, be what they call them. I thought the NJC, I've stopped that, I put a stop on that, and I've warned all judges to not do that ex parte thing anymore.
If this is true, then you have a leg to stand on the ex parte issue. However, this is not a big issue with the case. There are a lot of other things with the case that is the crux of the matter.
Why did they move the case from Lagos where get EFCC can't go in Lorry, unless if they are looking for a place where they have a upper hand?
Your argument doesn't make any sense. If Mercy Chinwo is influential enough and powerful enough to make EFCC Lagos move a case to EFCC Ilorin, isn't she also powerful enough to make the case in EFCC Lagos work and move in her favor? Also, what you are doing is suggesting that EFCC Ilorin is corrupt, but EFCC Lagos is good. So this is also a different case of defamation that you are bringing against an entire organization. And it is the same organization, it's the same EFCC. But what you are trying to say is that EFCC Lagos is honest, but EFCC Ilorin is dishonest. But yet, EFCC Lagos agreed to Mercy Chinwo's nefarious plan to shift the case from Lagos to Ilorin. And also, what makes you think that after submitting the case to EFCC, she has the power to determine what direction the EFCC investigation would take? That's a lot of power you are putting on Mercy Chinwo. You would think that Mercy Chinwo was an ex-president or something.
Now, I said it and I will quote it 1 million times. It might be a coincidence to every other person, but it's not a coincidence to me. Number one, the EFCC prosecutor have done 2 shows that are on YouTube. 2 shows, they don't go 2 shows together. He have done 2 shows with Mercy Chinwo's husband.
That information also doesn't help your client. It also works against Easy T, because isn't Easy T the one that was in charge of collecting money from shows on behalf of Mercy Chinwo? Isn't this whole matter quarrel over she was not bringing in the money from shows? Is that not the whole quarrel of this matter? So Easy T is in a position to pay the people that you are saying are in league with Mercy Chinwo because the fellow did a show with Mercy Chinwo's husband or a church program with Mercy Chinwo's husband. They are in the same category. It is the same group of people that have access to pay each other money for shows, as you put it, or for gospel ministrations.
They have done 2 shows. The EFCC prosecutor for this case. Not just that. The EFCC will arrest Easy T when they detain her for more than 8 days for Ilorin. The zonal chairman there, now pastor for Redeem, just like the EFCC prosecutor.
So what? Nigeria is a pretty much 50-50 Christian-Muslim country. There's nowhere you will go in Nigeria where you are not going to see either a Christian or a Muslim. It's facts. Are you not in Nigeria? Why are you surprised that there is a Christian in such an office? And aren't you happy that a pastor has other means of income? A pastor has other professions and is not sitting down and just eating tithes and offerings as someone like you likes to complain about.
And guess what? When they opened the Ilorin branch, this EFCC prosecutor, where they're in charge of this case between Mercy Chinwo and that zonal chairman there, who is also a pastor, they did together. And the both of them attend Redeem. It's not a coincidence to me.
In Nigeria, you're either a Christian, a Muslim, or a follower of native doctors like you, considering all the jazz you are always wearing. And somehow you are surprised that 2 Christians work in the same company and attend the same church, especially when the church is the number 1 or the number 2 largest church in the whole of Nigeria.
To sum it up, the judge was in charge of the case before because he don't recuse himself. As he said, the thing don't they cast online, he recused himself. He not did the case again. That judge, they follow Mercy Chinwo for Instagram.
Then why are you bringing it up? He's not part of the case anymore. But this is how VDM lies and deceives and manipulates Nigerians. That judge stepped down because he said that he is following Mercy Chinwo on Instagram. And what happened? They've put a Muslim judge in front of it. Add that part. But because you're a deceitful human being, you are not going to include it.
Now she carried the case come online. Make everybody, oh my God, make everybody gather sympathy, start to bash the guy. I saw the loopholes. Why did they cut and join the videos?
Cutting and joining videos is something that everybody does on YouTube. I do it. Everybody who posts videos on YouTube cuts and joins videos. It is one of the things that is done to make videos more interesting to watch, especially for online medium. It's different where people have short attention spans, so you have to make videos coincide and as short as possible.
Why did she bring Pastor Jerry Eze into it? Why did she bring Nathaniel Bassey into it?
What about you? How many people have you brought into it?
Again, she lied in that video. They said that the guy paid bloggers to say that her child is not her child. There was never a news like that.
Perhaps when you go to court, you will bring proof that there was never a news like that on the entire internet.
There was never a news like that. So you, Mercy, you are a liar.
This calling her a liar is what puts you in trouble in the first place. All the defamation, and you're still doing more. You're strong.
But guess what? The person will get the real God could come out from the case. The person will get the real God.
Thank God you're exposing yourself. So the God of the Bible is not the real God. The God of Christianity is not the real God. It is the God of all the jazz that you are wearing that is the real God. Thank God you're exposing yourself. And this is why people should be careful. Have some spirit of discernment. And Christians who want to follow or upload VDM, there is something wrong with you.